Looks like something broke. Oh well. I don't know why, but the mouth just has this tendency to sometimes just be open like that. I don't know what the deal is. So, let's just head into the overlay, and I'll fix myself real quick. Unfortunate. I don't know why it does that sometimes.
Now we're going to have a little music. Like old times. Like old times. Look, now I'll start the melody on the organ.
Considering the day I've been having today, it only makes sense. I just need to find the button.
That's just plain poppycock.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to do this. Where's the button that I'm looking for on my Stream Deck? That's weird. I really thought I had like a specific button to relaunch this model. Wow, okay. Guess I'm making another one. There we go. Right, that kind of threw me for a loop, to be completely honest, and the music's not helping. So, let's do this. Let's try one more time. Hi, welcome to the stream, whoever's here. Today we're going to be playing RoboQuest. It is a game I've had for a bit, but I've only now started playing recently. Hi, May. Hope you're doing well. So, RoboQuest is a first-person shooter that's a roguelike, and it's also very fast-paced, if you want it to be. But, it's kind of been like, what's the word? Crack, I guess. But here's my small little issue with it. And I think it might be something that might turn a lot of people away at the very start, is that the standard difficulty that you start with is what I would call it hard. Like in a traditional easy, medium, hard sense, I think standard's actually hard. And they encourage you to go back to like what they refer to as discovery, which is easier than easy. I think, I don't know, there were some difficulty curves that they should have ironed out, but I say that in the past tense because the developers have actually kind of ended their work time on that. It's been about 10 years, so I mean, I get it. But if you're going to be getting this game, and you're going to be starting to play it on your own time, I hate to say it, I would heavily encourage you to do discovery. Now, let's actually get into it, though. By the way, the music absolutely goes hard. Now, I just need a second to get these things loaded up and ready to go. There we go. I need to see if the game audio is overpowering my microphone, and it doesn't seem like it is. Actually gonna raise it up by just a smidge. How's this sound? Is the audio coming in okay? Do I need to turn it up? Do I need to turn it down? What? Because I could kind of just do this, but I'm not sure how well that's coming through. Oh. Then I will keep it at negative 1.5 or 6, one of those. Let's see how that works with the actual in-game sound. Alright, I'll bump it up to 2. Just checking one last thing. Great. Okay. I'm trying to put myself away from Discord. So I'm trying not to distract myself, especially now. Okay, so let's try some sound test. Doesn't seem to be too bad. So here's a fun thing. I'll get to you in a second. There's actually classes in this, as opposed to the standard issue. Okay, you're the robot guardian, and the items you pick up along the way kind of determine what you do. Sure, that's what happens, but the game actually has multiple classes with significantly different playstyles. Personally, I like Commando because you get rockets, and you get a wrist-mounted shotgun. I think it's wrist-mounted, or at least the rockets are. I don't know, but when you are only allowed to have 2 weapons at once, the shotgun being an a nice little alternative is fun. I haven't done much with the Ranger, admittedly. Maybe I could try looking into that. Recon's okay. A lot of slicing and dicing. But I've been really enjoying the Engineer and the Elementalist. But they all have their little fun gimmicks, like deploying drones that'll follow you around and shoot for you while you're in the back just handling everything else. Elementalist cycles through all 3 elements that you can attune your weapons and such with, like fire, chain, like lightning, and ice. So it's really just like, what do you want to do? What are you in the mood for? And truth be honest, I've not actually done the standard very much. So I guess maybe I can try, you know, basic Guardian for a bit. Now, what's up with you? Oh, yeah. So, here's the deal. The year is 2700. And Max, over here, is a kid just trying to find safe haven for her tribe of humans, right? But of course, you know, she's a super genius. So she made all this. And on her travels in this minivan, she found the Guardian, the robot I'm playing as right now. And so I'm working with her to help her find, like as I said, safe haven for the humans. But of course, there's a whole bunch of evil robots in the path, so I gotta take them out. Let's see, what do I feel like doing? Actually, first and foremost, what's in this box? Got our selection of Junk Beam, Comet Cannon, Blunderbuss, and Boomerang. What do I feel like doing? How about we do something standard? Actually, better yet, what would you rather see me try out? What tickles your fancy? Guess while I'm waiting for that, I can just... all right. Let's see. I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what the Junk Beam does. Because I don't think I've used it very much, if at all. Oh, wait, yes I have. It's a Beam of Death. Sure. Oh, right. This is, BuddyBot. You can summon him. He shoots for you. Or you can shoot for him. Alright. Right. So, the standard guy, Standard Guardian, has some interesting playstyle. Your special allows you to have a shield for about 3 seconds, which can be upgraded in duration. But then you just punch. I'm not used to that, because I've only played him like once or twice, then moved on to another class and just fell in love with that. Now let's see. Hitting an enemy with bash or head bonk increases all damage by 50% for 6 seconds. Now that's interesting. Homing projectiles is also nice. Tempest Shot might actually do well with the junk beam that I've got. Save Spate, reduce bashing cooldown by 10%. Oh, that's useful. I'm actually conflicted on what I want. I guess I'll go with the safe space, just to be safe. So these are the corrupted chest rooms. They're little bonus areas with little tests. You know what? Let's play with a bit of chaos. So what I just picked up was an attribute that allows, well, not allows, but rather forces every single weapon I pick up to have their attributes randomly adjusted whenever I reload. So let's see. This thing has sharp, 15% critical damage increase. Let's see. And now it is 25% accurate and 25% range, which might not seem too chaotic now, but once I get weapons with higher quality and more fixes, that can change real quick and gets nuts. I completely forgot the junk beam was just the death ray. It feels so, I don't know, anticlimactic. Let's try something different. Raptor SMG, Tomahawk, Quasar SMG, and the Dragoon Mortar. Let's make this interesting. This is very reliant on explosives, so... Sniper or the bee cannon. I mean, it could be. It does fire a projectile. Now I could affix, or I can add. Actually, you know what? You stay here. We're gonna go with bees. Have some fun with it. Head on over to the Oasis. No, we're not. I want to get at least one thing. Have some bees! Especially you. That would be an elite. And whenever I see him, I tend to take him out as soon as I possibly can. What do you mean I summon a sentry version of it? I didn't know that was an alt fire. Huh. Also, you can jump on the robots and damage them. Not bad. Though I'm not too much a fan of the Dragoon cannon. So how about we take a look at what's in the next chapter. I'll take that. Let's see. How about we go with a bit of a burn build? Drop the bees, go with the fire. And yes, there is a flamethrower. Where? Why did that one activate? He was so patient. He was looking at me for like a split second, being like, oh, yeah, sure, let me let you look at these dual Uzis. Wonder if there's... trying to see if I can get a specific one, but no luck. Yeah, just take damage, why not? So, let's see. I've got an option of doing all this, but I don't have any summons, so there's no point. I can start punching stuff for fun. I can switch to a comet cannon. I can just get a power cell for upgrades. But I'm not really particularly feeling in the mood. But then again, it is fun to punch. You know what? Let's do some punching. what's he got to offer us today? Tiny bicycle. Every 1 second, one charge. Or additional jump. Yeah, bike. I don't need a 4th jump. Thank you. 2, 3. Is that it? No, there's more. Well, that's just not nice, buddy. I'm going the wrong way. Want to see if that flamethrower actually spawns in the in-between room. That's a no. In fact, I've already seen these weapons, but I'm going to take this one. Dual Vipers. Oh, there's a beam. Well, that just changes everything up a bit, huh? Let's see. Now that sounds fun. What do I want to do? I could have the pistol seen on the promotional art for fun, but I feel like that's more of a side weapon. And I've already got the fists. You know what? Just for this run. That hurt. Rude. Take a carbine, why not? Oh yeah, that's the Panchaku. Just want to hit people with frying pan, or robots with frying pans? There you go. I haven't used it myself personally, but one day. Let's see. Yeah, sure, why not? And here's our first boss. And that was our first boss. What do I want to do? Better nades? Or more? I like fire rate. I gotta admit. I just like having max DPS. It's fun. And so we find ourselves at the fields of a massive city. You would think, oh, that's a great place for humans. But guess what? There's robots all over the place. And it's all being led by a rogue AI. Don't you just hate it when that happens? What do I want? I think I'm going to just have variety. Go with a kangaroo sentry. Yeah, sure, I'll gamba. Fine. All right. Is that a Tesla rifle? It is. Yeah, sure. So much for the burn build, huh? Wait, how many of these can I deploy? 2, 3? I don't know. 2 to 3. Uh, do I want to change right now? I'm kind of happy with what we've got going, but maybe I'll switch out for Grandma's shotgun just for fun. Let's see. I think I might take that actually, but let me see what else I've got over here. Movement speed, bash damage, that's different. Crossbow and a sling gun. I think I'm good. So I'm gonna get the rubber tape so I can have better alt fire, so I can have faster deployment of these things. I guess the Meteonade's more of a sub-build of this class. I'm seeing a lot of upgrades related to it. Works for me. Oh, the sentry moves. Interesting. I thought it was completely stationary the first time I had it. Moving on up. Drop that. I think I might try doing the engineer class again and picking up a kangaroo next time I see it, because this is actually kind of convenient. Having three drones or something and a few sentries out, oh. Especially in a situation like this. Look at this nonsense. I see that. I see that rifle. I'm very tempted. I kind of want to. Do I want to switch over from engineer to sniper? Do I? You know what? I'll switch out from the shotgun. It's got a little something for everybody. But do I want to keep the sentry? What do we got? Ram shotgun, the ionic sniper. With the faster fire rate, but less damage, energy, shot for now. Go back to the dual vipers. You know what? I don't want to stick with one thing for too long this run. So I'm gonna do that. Almost. I almost spent it, but you know what? Nah. I'll switch out when I get to the next level, actually. Suddenly, I'm not feeling too confident with this ionic rifle. Feels like it's missing some damage. Let's see. Every 4 seconds rolls a random element your weapons deal. That's certainly interesting. I'm gonna try this one though. Whoa, buddy. Not cool. Hey, wait a second, wait a second. That's another junk beam. Okay. Pick up against that flamethrower. That'll work. And Death Room 1. I call it Death Room because every time I've tried to run this on like a harder difficulty, it gets really dicey in here. Or at least the second one. Wait, fleshets. Yeah, as I said, this is not the best room. You know what? I'm going back to this. Okay, what can I actually do? Explosives, minigun, or the potato. You know? Let's try it. Slugs, I guess. And a barrier. I'll take it. Sure, sure. Without a doubt, gotta take that one whenever I see it, because it's just randomly gives you ammo. So a clip of a magazine of 7 or 10 could actually be like 12. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna just save these power cells. Oh, no. I can't change it? Damn it. I do not like dealing with stunning enemies. They are not fun to deal with. That's why. Nope. Let's see. I'm liking this one. Where's the next room? There it is. Death room. For sure. Can you stop it? It's this particular room that's screwed me over so many times in the past. Like, legitimately. I think it's like a filter, if anything. Like, hey, are your weapons good enough? Do you have enough DPS? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, I think I know what the next boss is gonna be. Can't really use sentries very well. So I'm gonna do that. And do that. Because it's an on-rails boss. least I don't think I could. No. Almost done. Let's see. What do I want? I don't like any of these. I do like more fire rate, though. Nah. I'll work on the build. And now we go to the city. Hello, I can't buy this. That's a shame. But what does it do? Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Now, I want to get a new secondary, so what do we have as options? Crossbow, or like an automatic dart bow, a little slingshot. They keep pushing the tomahawk for some reason. I'm not too much a fan of it, so let's see. Tommy gun, rapier, stabby stabby. I don't think that's a good weapon for this particular level, to be honest. So I'm gonna just go with a dart spitter. Yeah, that's nice. All right. Or a blunderbuss. Hey, fellas. Let's see, do I want... Yeah, I'm kind of more thinking about that one. So this is a bit of a boss rush level. As you can see on top of the screen, there are 4 what they refer to as Goliaths. And I gotta take them all out. And here's the first one now. Plus Titans. Or Elites, rather. That's one. Now let's see. In the city, there's actually a few locations that you can visit that are kind of like bonuses. However, you have to unlock them through various quests and means. However, I've got them all ready to go. So let's see what we got. We have the options of switching over to dual Uzis, kunai, and the mini cricket. Now, if you've ever watched Men in Black, I think you know exactly what this thing does, and oh boy, it is definitely something. More junk beam. The gorilla bolter's fun. I'll give it that. I'll just show this off. Why not? That's a rocket jump. You know, I'm gonna try this. I've never actually used it in a fight. I've just like fired it once and I'm like, ha, that's funny, and then put it back because I figured, nah, I don't know about that one. That's not bad, actually. If you're looking for a finisher, maybe. Now, how's it doing an actual fight? Not bad. I guess we'll switch over to these for a bit. Now, where's the other locations? Straight ahead. Unless something's better in this box. Quasar SMG, the Razor Launcher, the Missile Battery, and the Bandito Gun. It's a revolver. What do you expect? It's pretty damn fun, though. However, I'm gonna use these for a bit. See how far we get with this before switching over. Okay. Hammer. The big guy. I'm not too much a fan of this one, to be honest, because you gotta hold it down and then launch it. Like, that does not work in big combat scenarios, I found. Let's see. Right over there, actually. Okay. And that is the big floating sentry guy. No, it's the, I'm gonna shoot bars at you guy. Could have gone better. But that's it. That's all I gotta do in this level. I think there's one place I have to go visit. Yeah, straight ahead, and then I gotta get up. Go back to the rifle? hurricane rifle or the shuriken? I'm gonna go and use this. Alright, now how do I get out of here? I think it's through there. And so now we're in District 13, in which I have to take out 2 corrupted chest rooms in order to get to the next level. It's more of a last-ditch effort to get you upgraded for the last chapter. I like fire rate, so I'm going to do that, and I don't care. Every time I want to get the lemon, I never have enough for it, so you know what? I'm taking it. Get you. Ooh, a big fat shotgun. I do like the legendaries. Sorry, fantastic. So, sorry, Cricket. I think your time's up. So we got DPS and whatever the hell this thing's gonna do. Yeah, I think that's good. Nah. Let's see. How about we give ourselves a bit more ammo? That's just so much, man. Okay, what do we got? Hornet bow, Beluga cannon, energy cells, and increased shock damage, but you can't stun them. I like being able to stun them, so I'm just gonna go for that. I'll try the bow at some other point. And that's one of them, that's one of them done. Brain was wanting to say, oh, that's one halfway done. Like, no. It's fully done. Forge Master, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream and thank you for the follow. What do we got? Gonna reroll that. Bastion is active. Can I get something for, like, Bastion duration, maybe? No, it's all on Bash. Okay, fine. Bonk. That was silly. Alrighty then. Alright. A perilous chest room with a whole bunch of physical jumping and whatnot. Oh wait, I'm done. Jetpacks are great, I swear. Alright, we're done here. What do we do now? We go out. We're done. Dunzo. Finito. Oh yeah, there's these guys. Okay. Now, who's it gonna be? Uncle Jim. Great. I don't like that boss, but you'll see why. Or you'll hear why, I suppose, in some cases. Let's upgrade that. Upgrade you as well, just for the fun of it. I probably shouldn't have done that if we're going to be switching weapons, but you know what? Whatever. We're doing this. No, it's not Uncle Jim. It's actually Battle Royale. Good. I like this one better. That's just way too crazy. I love this weapon. Oh yeah, so after trying to go up to the tower, which is in the center of the city where the AI is nestled, the Guardian destroys it, but the AI is actually stationed on the moon. So Max, being a super genius, converts the minivan into a rocket, and now we're going here. Now, you might be asking, why are there 6 beams of color emitting from the moon into the cosmos? Well, let me tell you this. These are power crystals. Each one of them gives you a specific attribute at the cost of having more elites spawn during your run, which is why you saw a whole bunch of them every other room or so. I've been doing fine, actually. Been playing a lot of this game. It's basically, crack. But, I'm just doing a standard run right now, just to show people the variants of the weapons and such, and I think after this I'm going to be doing a quick run that I like to do, just for the fun of it. But there's also a few gadgets and such that I need to collect, just to top everything off, so I'm thinking of just doing that on stream afterwards. But as I was explaining, you gotta find all these crystals throughout, your runs. And each one you get also debuffs the final boss a bit. Wrenches for power cells? I don't know yet. Is there anything that would change my mind on this particular build? Because I'm kind of enjoying it. No, I don't think there is. Okay, so I'll tell you this. I will buy some wrenches and go gambling, I guess. All right, Luke. What do you got? All right. Ooh. Very nice. I wish I had more wrenches, but I'm too intrigued by just continuing to roll. All right. All right. So what do these power crystals do? Let's see. In the moon, suppresses the hack files, or hack flies, which that sucks, because your controls get reversed for a set time period if you get hit by one of those things. And let me tell you, when you're in a big combat situation on the moon of all places, that is something you do not want to deal with. So the other one reduces the final boss's health, deactivates all the lasers. By the way, there's lasers all over the place if you're not using the red crystal. Opens access to the lunar cache, which, not great. Reduces the amount of elite enemies on the moon, and slows Iris's overcharge speed. And I think that's when Iris sends out a whole bunch of lasers that you gotta run through. It'll make more sense in the fight. Alright, so, let's take out some robots. Buckshot? Like, what is that? What are these attributes? They're crazy. It's like a blizzard rifle. I kind of like this one better. What do we got? Magazine and energy. Regenerating battery. Bastion is active. Increase elemental Nah. I think we're going to be going this way. And what about this one? Boomsticks? Nah. So normally, with the lasers on, this would be like a little laser run where you have to jump and dodge and, you know, overall avoid these things. Free heal. But with the lasers turned off, it's just a free hallway. Get bonked. I keep forgetting I have an alt fire on this thing. Let's see. Oh, what's that? Higher fire rate. Will do. And so this is it. The room before Iris. Let's see. Freezing an enemy deals 106 burn damage over time to it. While you're on the ground, increases weapon damage by 20% enemies below you. Which, Let's see. Explosion radius. Fire rate? Yeah. You know I'm gonna do it. You know I'm gonna do it. Now, what do I have on this thing? Fire rate. Okay, so I think we're good. Yeah, alright, this is it. I don't know what that guy is. He didn't seem to have a good time. Alright. And so this is the final boss. So if you take too long, she'll overcharge and she'll send out more laser walls. Somewhat like that. All while doing everything else. Yeah, there it is. And now for phase 2. Which is considerably less harder. For some reason. You know, I'm kind of glad I decided to get that grenade build going, because a weapon like this with instant reload is dangerous. And that's it. And that's actually the first time I've cleared the game with this particular version of the character. It only took me however many successful runs to actually do standard. Or base Guardian, rather. And so that is the basic gist of it. Now, I like to do things differently. Now I'm thinking, what do I want to try? I guess I could show you guys a quick quick rundown how of different things can get if you use a different class. So how about we try something like Elementalist? No. I want to go back to the Engineer. Maybe? I don't know. I'm actually kind of not sure on what would be a good way to demonstrate how different the classes can be from the standard. I guess Recon could be an option, but it's like I have to get up close and personal with that one. I'll go with Elementalist. There's another class I could unlock, but it's a bit of a gimmick. And there's also these things I need to get. So there was also one last thing I wanted to check. Oh, wait, I think it's this. Let's see. Have I? Huh. I was almost certain there was one path I didn't do. Oh well. So yeah, there's a few paths you can take in this game. Depending on what you feel like and what you want to do for your adventure. There's certain ways you can go through here, like just I'm at a loss for words. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's kind of a shame that they didn't add a few more locations and maybe, maybe a few extra bosses at the end. Because while Iris can be intimidating, especially on higher level difficulties, I feel like it would have benefited from like a secondary or third boss or something like that. But I should not be complaining considering the devs have taken 10 years from start to finish because they actually pushed out their last update in March, which is crazy. So, what am I going to do for this run? Let's see. I'm going to actually pull up the gadget list. Best gadgets. Get an idea of what I'm missing. Let's see. It's hidden in canyons. That's interesting. Oh, okay. I gotta dig them up. I just need to get to the actual shovel because I'm trying to remember where. Where do I get the shovel? I forgot. Oh no. I think I remember. But I'm gonna have to blitz it. As much as I would love to have a normal-ish run, I might have to actually run. Which means no corrupted chest rooms. And it's a bit boring, and I hate to do that to y'all. But hey, Daylight. Glad to see you can make it. Is there anything for speed? No. Okay. Still at work? Gotcha. Hello. Not even gonna ask. But I do like the prefix. Okay. That works for me. Armor. Oh, I need 2 power cells. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. I'll take it. Let's go. Let's rock. Shit. I shouldn't even be doing this, but I'm having fun with it, and I want to see if I can. Worst thing, like, worst comes to worst, I'll just do a rerun. Let's see. Melee. Yeah, okay. Now I gotta get the fuck out of this level. Yes, I'm skipping over a whole bunch of fights. It's that room right there, pretty sure. At least I thought it was. Maybe I have to do the rift first. Now I do have to run on this. Let's hope everything goes well. Nice. I don't hear this song too often. But that is not what I thought it was gonna be. Maybe it was the quarry instead of the field or the oasis. Aw. Unfortunate. Oh well. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna quickly then change this up a bit and just have fun with it. Alright. I'm gonna be working on a build that involves casting this particular skill very quickly. To go with the shotgun. Assuming I don't somehow die by incompetency. Which probably could happen. Sheesh. Egg. No. Power infusion, chromatic mastery. Choose an element. All damage to that element grants an additional effect. I'll take that. Thank you. I guess we're doing a shock run. Now, is there anything I want to replace this with? I think I'm going to go for... minigun, why not? But I'm definitely going to be using this as a primary for sure. Definitely utilizing the shock for, You know what? I've already done this pad. How about we do this? Have some fun with it. The Doom Gardens. Fuck it. Let's rock. I always forget there's a thing there that I can just get a free upgrade from, but I'm so focused on, like, running away that I completely forget. You know, I'm wondering if those little exploding minions actually contribute to the timer. I thought it was just the green ones. Those explosions by setting a single enemy, but decreases when hitting multiples. Solo explosions, I'm good. Melon, lemon. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the rapier. Go stabby. Oh, now I get the flamethrower. Okay, fine. You know what? I see your game. Wait. I gotta admit, the effects that the robots have when you shoot fire at them is pretty cool. Pretty hot, even. Whew. That's useful. It's basically just extra ammo. Hello? Alright. That was not a good showing, honestly. I gotta do one thing real quick. Okay, alright. Yeah, that is not gonna reach. Cool. Let's see. Much as I like the flamethrower, and it's pretty to watch, let's try something different. Ooh, an upgrade immediately? I'll take it. Sure. Freebie. More ammo. I should probably put points into, like, actual class builds, though. But it's just so fun! Hello. Why not? Hope your day's going well. Or evening. Let's see. I can just reroll these, can't I? Okay, that's cool. Maybe I can find something with faster... I'll give it 10 more. 7, 6. Alright, cool. And I do not want to deal with that. So we'll change it and go to ice. And that's a really cool aspect from this class. All right, I think we're good for the second death room. Pretty cool. That's not it. All right. Alright, alright, alright. And now for the boss. Let's see. Yeah, get that, no questions asked. Increases magazine weapons first shot at 20. That's interesting. Probably benefits higher weapon, like higher DPS. No. Slower DPS weapons, like the Dragoon stuff. Because a weapon like this... Yeah, no, that extra 20% bonus would just be gone in like a millisecond. Now, compared to the last run I did, I think the fight took me like, what, 5 minutes? If that long, compared to this just now. It's crazy. All right. Anything here that I particularly want? No, not really, because I think we might actually be good on the weapons aspect. Let's see. Reload speed, don't care. Comet speed damage by 15, let's do a reroll. Elemental damage instantly executes enemies with less than 8% health remaining. That could be useful. I like it. Explosion radius. I do happen to have explosions. All right. I don't know what it is about the shock element, but it's like, that's my preferred one. Ice is okay. Fire just leaves damage over time, but shocked is just like overwhelming. You shoot them enough times, they get stunned. It's great. Ow. Like that. Kinda. Speaking of elemental, let's just increase damage by 10%. Why not? What have we got in here? We have... not much. Oh, wait a second. Magazine side, you say? I think I will take that. Let's see. Increases all damage by 20% against stunned and staggered enemies, or increases alt fire damage by 20% and reduces their cooldown. I'm not using alt damage, so I'm gonna go for the tin can for synergy. B cannon. I'm actually gonna go for the lollipop. Where am I going next? I'm going this way. Well, these guys. Ow. Rude. So with all the aspects that I've got right now and the perks and stuff like that, I've got 120 shots or something like that. No, 130 something. Plus the credit card, which means it's probably like 150 question mark. Do I want a deagle? No. Mine's not a demo man. Engineer fire rate? Power cell. Gonna see what I can do about upgrading these things. Grabbing as many power cells as I can, because I've definitely got the means to make it fantastic with the crystal powder that I got from that one special stage. Actually, two special stages. Where's the launcher? Oh well. Wonderful. All right. Is the cinema? No, I've already gone to the cinema. The red area, though. Oh my god, it actually just might be south. I missed the whole dang thing. Oh wait, no, that's the orange section. Actually, that's the exit. And also, I actually might fit the requirements to do something a bit extra. Let's do it. I think it's like 23 minutes or something crazy like that, which, definitely below. Because I spent that time in the early game running. Yeah! Harmony Square. We'll talk about a meat locker. Not even a meat locker, it's a gear locker at this rate. Power cell. Critical damage. Explosion radius. Magazine size. Oh, that's good. Let's do that and make that. Let's see if we can do one good reroll, maybe, if he's here. No, he's not. Okay, so what am I dealing with? I'm dealing with 8 reload speed, heavy. That's not bad. Not what I would want, but I'll take it. Harmony Square is a side level that's absolutely intended for busted runs like I've got. So... that's a rough one. I kind of want to do Rover Wizard, but the explosions are so frequent. Fine. Yeah, it is definitely something. Let's see. Do I want fire rate? No, not this time. It's actually getting kind of spicy up in here. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a boss. Sheesh. Oh yeah, the Valkyrie rifle is actually kind of nuts. Higher damage, higher fire rate, higher critical? How? That doesn't make sense. Then again, I do have another crystal powder. Maybe I could. Uh, you know what? We're getting it. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's do this. And there's a stun. Nice. All right. Not this time, Luke. I'm gonna go with that. Upgrade your quality. See what we got for the effect. I like it. I like it. I think this weapon knows what it wants to be, and I'm all for it. Now I've got one perfume, and I think it's going to be you. Okay, awesome. We are good to go. We are maxed out with our weapons. This is going to be probably a quick moon run, and then we'll be taking care of Iris. Ow. I saw that rifle. One guy, huh? Alright. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Sure. lot of health on that one, huh? They're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for these, huh? Sure. Cool. Let's see. Don't need that. Probably could use that. Or... I'll have a bit of fun with it. See what this marking shot does. There comes the overcharge. Damn. Am I hitting 106 damage per hit? Oh my goodness. Ow. That wasn't too bad, now was it? 29 minutes and 20 seconds. I think that might be a new personal best. Maybe. Yep. Cool. Now, that was a complete mess up, actually, because I was intending to get something else, but I decided to go with it. So there are two gadgets in the canyons that apparently I haven't gotten, one of which being the Explorer Slippers, and the other one being the Metal Detector. The Metal Detector helps me with some lore stuff, but the Explorer Slippers actually reduces the damage from acid pools by 35%, which, not like I'm really taking a whole lot of damage from acid pools anymore because I know how to not deal with that. But I kind of just want to get it as a collector thing. It's like, hey, I finally got that stuff. So how do I get it? Is the question. The answer is that it's actually in a digging spot in which I need the shovel in the first half of canyons. Problem is, I don't remember where to get the shovel. I might have to look up this really quick. RoboQuest shovel. Let's see what this guy has to say. What do you mean? This guy says it's at the start? You can... You know what it is? It's probably because I haven't actually picked it up. That might be it. Oh, dear. Okay, I know what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go do a quarry run. Okay. I'm gonna switch over to Commando in that case, just for variety. That's fine. I'll make this quick. Cool. Should at least see what they have here. Come on now. No re-rolling, so I guess I'm stuck with this. That's fine. Pretty sure it's in... Wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. No, it's actually... Hold on. It is in the quarry. Okay, yeah, no, I am on the right path. Okay, whew! I'm like, am I gonna have to restart just for this stuff? Ugh. Okay. Sure. I'm just grabbing whatever at this point. I don't want this shotgun. I would rather... go this way, and let's find that, door. Sometimes the rails work for you, sometimes they definitely don't. Okay, fine. Yeah. Maybe some other time I'll try the boomerang. But that doesn't make sense. Hold on. Ah, that's why. I was completely oblivious. Oh. Man. That's no fun. So what I have to do is I have to run back to the quarry, deal with all that nonsense again, and then I'll get to a room where I can get the shovel. Then I'll probably unlock it to the starting room over here. Okay. Well, let's do this right. Shorty damage roll in hand. No, that's a shotgun. Just get quick with it and make this the main weapon, because that's what that attribute does. It improves your weapon at the risk of not having a secondary at all. So this would be completely pointless unless I decide to change primary, which I don't plan to. Yeah, sure. Let's rock. Faster reload speed would be fantastic if I'm going to be running the dual shotties, but that also, I just remembered, taking that particular aspect actually replaces any of your reloads with a grenade that you saw in the standard run, which means I can fire these all day long without having to pop these things open to put more shells in. Which is pretty a decent % chance of having to not pop shells in. I completely forgot that was the case. Which, not too bad of a situation, considering I've got a shotgun already as a melee, and rockets. So, if I can just get this damaged enough, or rather, upgraded enough, Commando can be a very, very powerful class. You just gotta be accurate and stop it getting hit by these turrets. Okay, so here's the room I was trying to to get into. Let's see. Sure. There it is. Okay. The shovel. Shovel Knight. Okay. That's the achievement name. Honestly, this is kind of fun. You know, if I didn't know any better, I think these dudes are having a union meeting. I could bust them, but I'm not like that. Hell no. Actually, I think I can restart now. Yep. Okay, so, shovels. So apparently there's a mound that I gotta find in the canyons, which would be this particular level. And then I gotta dig them up. But what does the shovel do? Not bad. I don't want to have another carbine. Oh, wait. I'll take that. I guess we're gonna be exploring for digging mounds for a minute. Now, I don't know if this is like a random chance for this to happen or if it's like a guaranteed thing. I would hope it's a guaranteed thing, and hopefully, you know, I'm wondering if it's not on the ground level, if it's actually going to be a higher... Which means... Oh, wait, no. Is this it? No. Which... Okay. Come on now. It couldn't possibly be in the second part of the level, could it? I'm doing all this for slippers. What the heck's wrong with me? At least the music stops. I guess it is in the second part of the level. At least I hope it is. Let's go to the ruins, I guess. Smack! That's what I thought. Okay. There is something over here. What kind of scuffed Valorant is this? It is not Valorant. It is RoboQuest. I'm shooting toasters. Currently, I'm questing for a mound so I can use the shovel that I have to dig up the gadget. But it's being contrived. And there's this asshole. There we go. Maple Story looking dope. See, now I'm thinking, I'm not in the maple category, am I? Which can be kind of stupid sometimes. Okay, we're fine. Nah, but seriously, this is a game called RoboQuest, and it's been kind of my addiction for the past few weeks. Yeah, sure, if you want to call it that. Oh my god, where the hell is this mound? I have to dig this stuff up with the shovel. I think it actually might be random. Oh no. That's not a good sign. Because that means I have to restart. No, thanks. I guess I'll have to, though. Fine. If I can't find anything right this second, then I'm gonna have to restart. Ugh. Kind of regret taking this weapon. Right. So anyway, how you doing? There they are. Cool. Alright. I'm done with that. I don't have to worry about the shovel unless I want to go on a shovel run. Awesome. What's the next one? I think it is the metal detector. Which I would have to get from the old guy. So that's whatever. Alright. I'm gonna do one restart, fix my face, and then we're gonna book it to Haven City. Let's see. I've been wanting to try. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't think it's supposed to work like this. But I'll take it. I think it's supposed to be like dispensing fire-based stuff. On second thought, I'm wondering maybe this might not be a good primary, secondary to go with. So what do we got here? We have not great weapons. What about this? Not great. Well, damn. Okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah, my revolver's shooting missiles, whatever. All right. But yeah, it's been definitely scratching the itch I've had for some variety in terms of gameplay. Especially when all I've been used to not like lately has just been maple grinding. Like this actually offers similar to Doom Eternal, I suppose, when it comes to like fast-paced action in like arenas. And I'm all fine with that. Let's see. I don't particularly want... Yeah, fine. I'll go with that. Ew. Work with me here. Keep forgetting my alt fire is actually a melee. Nope. Alright, now we're going to the scrapyard. Sure, why not? 1 second. How long was I muted for? Hey, what's this? It's a Valkyrie rifle? That's already fantastic. I'm switching over now. What do I want to do, though? It also has a melee attack. It's got quicker reload speed. It's got accuracy, big game, fork, bullseye, turbo. Ooh. But it doesn't have loaded. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Without any question. Smithing Joe's token. Oh, I guess it's like a freebie or something. Cool. I'm one off. Man. Look at him, though. He's so happy. Whatever. I don't care, man. Blah. Alright, all I'm going for is the city. That's all I need to worry about. I'm not doing a full moon run. Good. No, nothing particularly good. So, fusion shell, fusions, whatever. Pocket reload. That's a gamble. Swapping weapons increases fire rate by 15%. Yeah, fine. Whatever. And pocket reload speed. I have the cells to spend. What is that? That is a Rhino LMG. I don't care. Sure. Second death room? Sure. I need to call that room a better name. Energy filter? I don't know. Cool. What do we got? Can't. And I don't have the last power cell I need for a 15% explosion radius, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? But before I do that, I gotta do one more thing. All right. Haven City is where I need to be. Because I need to find a specific secret hidey hole. which leads us to the next gadget. That'll actually be kind of interesting. But I need to get there first. Couldn't see the shield generator because of the corpse of the Goliath. Yay! I know I've ran into that cave once before, but I'm trying to remember where. Hard to really say for a map that's randomized every time you do the run. But like, what's the the signifier? You know, the landmark, as it were. Probably wouldn't hurt. Oh. Gonna say probably wouldn't hurt to clear the rest of the mini bosses out, but it's like I've already done that. Now, I don't want to exit. So where the heck is the cave. Maybe it's over that way. Or not. That's also fine. Gives me a second to alt-tab and check out what I might be looking for. Maybe? Aha! Okay, so apparently I needed to get all 6 crystals for this to actually open. So that's neat. So that explains who that guy was on the staircase. It was Superbot. Interesting, I didn't realize they actually had a whole map drawn out. Shoot, that actually looks kind of cool. Yoink. And here is the grappling hook. Press interact, throw a grappling hook, and pull you towards the environment or enemy, dealing a 20 damage and applying high impact. Neat. So now I've got 3 things to worry about. 1, 2, and 3. Plus weapons. So I think I'm pretty well equipped with 5 doodads and interactions to deal with. That could be fun with shotgun builds, I think. Let's see. There's the exit. There's the exit. I'll do District 13 just to mess with it, and then I'll be done. Let's see. Reload speed? No, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Nope, nope, nope. Quick and easy way to stun enemies, I guess. That sucked. Alright, Buffalo Cannon. Show me what you do. Show me what you got. I already did this. Okay. Kinda wish the power drop would allow me to just get on rails, but I have to remember that is not the case, and I need to chill. Fine. Let's do this, boss. Sure. This is Jim. Hello. It is cool. In fact, I'd even call it crack. Because once you get into it, you're going to find yourself playing it a lot. Ow. There we go. I suppose I can go just a bit more. Oh yeah, it's the moon. I guess I might as well finish off. Sure. All right, let's make this quick and easy. I guess you can say something like that, yeah. Now that I think on it. Get out of my face, buddy. Oh, okay. You're gonna blind me? Sure. Alright. You too. Kind of regretting getting this missile battery. What about you? Gorilla Bolter. Alright. And again, considering the boss, I suppose I'm stuck with it. I'll have that eagle fire for that. And 11. Sure. Alright, let's get this done with. hacked and overcharged lasers? Come on now. Okay. I'm wondering if there's any chance of having a build that'll actually allow a player to basically take out half that HP before that getting up animation finishes. Probably. But I definitely don't have the means to do it yet. And we're done. Okay. So yeah, that was about 3.5 hours of RoboQuest. It's really easy to pick up, and it's really easy to get addicted to. I understand, like, yeah, I could definitely see the comparisons with Borderlands for sure, now that I'm looking at it with the cartoony style and, you know, everything going on here. I still have yet to actually, like, I've played Borderlands 1, like, on 1 or 2 sessions, but I never actually got into it. Maybe I could take a look at it again. But, it's fun. The only, like I said earlier in the stream, the only issue I have is that I'm having fun with easy. And I've got most of the stuff on Discovery. But the standard difficulty is actually, like, a lot harder than one would think. To the point where it's like, I wonder if it was a case of the devs being so accustomed to standard that they made it, like, the harder stuff, they made it standard without realizing, you know, maybe it's a bit much for some people. Because there's one particular room in the energy core where it's a filter. If you don't have high enough DPS, then you're gonna have a bad time or just have your run end there. And so I kind of just set it back to easy, just, you know, to be able to have fun with it. And that's ultimately what I want to have in a game, not, you know, challenge myself incredibly for it, whatever reason. But if you think you can handle standard, I think it might actually be on sale. Let me verify, because I don't want to say anything bad. It is actually 50% off right now. It is $12.49 on Steam if you want to take a crack at it yourself. And if you don't have that, there's actually a demo. So I will probably be playing this on stream again if I really just want to waste a few hours and not, you know, have to worry much. Just, it's a whole bunch of mindless shooting and, you know, maneuvering. And especially when I get locked in, because that's when some cool stuff happens. But unfortunately, this is where the stream's gonna have to end. So, to everyone who came out, thank you very much for coming around, saying hi, chatting. And if you just came around to lurk, also fine. Now, let's see. Let me check one thing real quick, and then I will get back to seeing if there is... Let's see what we have. Okay. Next stream will be on Thursday at 4. going to be playing some more Fumes, the car combat game. I feel like I should probably give it another shot. Take some, just see if I can unlock some more cars, some more weapons. Maybe advance the plot if there is one. I really do want to see if there's more cargo stuff to do, because I've kind of been neglecting that. But yeah, today was fun. Had some cool moments. And surprisingly, I didn't get killed once. Maybe that'll change next time I play it. Maybe if I do it on standard, Anyway, thank you for coming by. Hope to see you next time, and stay safe.